Hello, Confucius. Confucius 孔子，中國重要嘅哲學家 ，Chinese philosopher 哲學家。Confucius was a man who lived long ago in China. He grew up during a time of war and chaos. Chaos 即係混亂。In spite of this 即係 despite this。despite this 即係雖然係咁，雖然係咁 ，the Chinese made great advances during this time。有好多好先進嘢 ，made great advances 三粒字。The great thinkers called philosophers wondered about their laws. Laws 即係啲規矩 regulations。They questioned, 佢哋問 Is this really right? They asked other questions too. Because of this, 因為咁樣 the Chinese gained new ideas about how to live. Confucius was one of these thinkers. He changed Chinese culture. His teachings have influenced people for a long time and continue to do so today. The Chinese history fascinated Confucius. Confucius fascinate 即係好着迷啊，令到啲人好着迷。Chinese history 令到佢好着迷，即係佢好中意 Chinese history. He read simple past 變咗音。He read many books about China that helped him think of ways his government could be better. When the legal dynasty 唔需要理佢啦，喺周嘅 dynasty entered Confucius. Confucius watched things fall apart. He saw how the poor lived and watched the harvest fails. Harvest 係收割，佢哋嘅咁，所以呢啲 poor 應該係指農民啦。佢哋嘅收割收成係出事。He saw the government abuse its power， 濫用權力 abuse its power. Confucius wanted to help those in need and he wanted to end wars and fighting. So he devoted his life to 即係將佢嘅生命投入喺嗰度嚟。I devoted my life to music 或者 to teaching。 devote 跟 to 後邊跟一樣嘢，作兩句俾我。投入咗一件事 devote myself to teaching. Confucius decided to study school. He invited both nobles 即係貴族有錢人啦 and peasants 農夫，啲低職位嘅人啦 peasants 農民 farmers。And this was unheard of back then. Was unheard 即係前所未有，冇人做過。And the people thought that only nobles could be educated, but Confucius knew that schooling would make people equal. He only asked one thing of his students. They had to love learning. He told his students that the government should help everyone have better lives. 佢覺得政府嘅責任就係幫市民去提供一個更加好嘅生活。He told his students to speak out against dishonest rulers. 佢哋應該大膽去講一啲唔誠實嘅管治者。Dishonest rulers, because he spoke his mind, many rulers did not like him. China would not be what it is today without Confucius teaching, 留意 S 尾 apostrophe 再 S teaching, even though some of the original teaching 原本嘅 original the teaching were lost over the years, the basic ideas still exist. Confucius thought a moral 即係有道德嘅 just 即係個公平嘅 just 就變 justice 公義。Society came from two things, education and hard work. He knew that people were smart enough to think for themselves and they should be valued for what they could do for their society. Should be valued. Be value 係被動句 be 加 PP. He wanted people to use honest language. Confucius also believed that rulers should earn their titles. They should be virtuous. Virtuous 即係有道德 virtuous 即係有 virtue 即係有德行，即係啲好嘅行為。And people who share power. Looking back, we can see that others have followed these ideas. Present perfect. 事情發生咗，時間唔清楚。Have followed these ideas. If Confucius were alive today, he would be amazed. He died thinking that he had not changed China. In truth, Confucius' honest language changed the world. 如果佢仲係在生嘅話 if Confucius were alive, he would be amazed. 呢個係第一類動詞 simple past。呢個係活，佢會唔會再生？唔會咯，死咗，所以違反事實嘅。當我哋講一啲違反事實嘅句構，用 if 嘅話， if 嘅句構裏邊要 simple past， 跟住下一個句構就要用 would。如果我係李嘉誠，我俾晒啲錢你。If I were Mr. Lee, I would give you all of my money. Were, would, simple past。其實 would 係 will 嘅過去式，所以其實呢個都係 simple past。第三類動詞 if 嘅句構就係咁玩，冇可能嘅嘢，完全同事實冇可能嘅嘢就係 if simple past 跟住跟 would。你留意點解跟 were 嘅？因為佢係一個特殊嘅違反事實嘅情況，所以無論 he she 定係 I will they 都會用 were 噶啦。所以呢個句構會作兩句俾我。如果係我阿媽，如果我係阿媽，我唔會逼個仔温書。If I were my mom, I would not force my son to study. If I were 黃 sir, I would not shout at students。作兩句俾我。今日介紹咗孔子，我諗你可以寫到兩段，自己學咗啲乜㗎啦。最後圈低呢度嘅動詞 to 唔係動詞 ，ing 唔係動詞，第三類動詞後邊唔係動詞，第二類動詞 do does did 後邊唔係動詞，因為 do 已經轉咗 does， 因為 do 已經轉咗 did。do does did 後邊唔係動詞，唔好再犯呢個錯。希望今日幫到你，加油！